That's the final move. The Odin is going to be huge. This is going to go and go and go, and then if the Odin hops left, we get treated even more reactivations. 20 power. That's a 20 power Star-Lord? Oh my gosh. 22 power Star-Lord? Oh no. 44 power? 12. Just a 12. Flip, flip. We unwrite it all. Let's go. Oh, that's why I love Valk so much. Welcome my friends, in today's deck guide we are looking at V stands for Victory. This is a deck that I started building out around Valkyrie, trying to capitalize on her recently coming down into Series 3 being way more accessible, and trying to build a very approachable control deck for people to be able to start using her if you've recently added her into your collection. Valkyrie is able to absolutely manhandle decks that are building up high base power bodies, setting all cards at this location to 3 power. So she equalizes, and then we gain the go-ahead by a distributed buff a la Blue Marvel or an ongoing effect like the Ant-Man. The thing is, right now, the meta is starting to shift away from high base power bodies, and just everybody seems to be going toward dominant, ongoing engine pieces. So we had to balance out our control deck, brew it all together, and what we're left with is a very potent control list that is able to have tools to answer everything that is popular in the meta right now. We have our ongoing hate in the form of the Super Skrull, also recently knocked down into Series 3. You can run the Enchantress if you want, but I really like the Super Skrull here and what he's able to do in the current meta in specific, and the Rogue as well. A often overlooked ongoing control piece. She had been mostly relegated to playing in Mr. Negative decks, but this is the time to be able to break out your rogues. Oh, I love this variant as well. Any chance I get to show her off, we are going to do so. The Super Skrull, being able to take their powers and use them for ourselves, we often don't get as much mileage because they have their entire deck built around, say, the Darkhawk or the Devil Dinosaur, but we still, with the added bump up that we are getting, the Super Skrull can help hold us in those matchups. The rest of the control deck is skewing a little bit toward the clutter and board control style of gameplay, and it meshes very well with the Valkyrie, and then the ongoing hate is just what we need right now for the meta answers to those specific decks. So we can absolutely stuff Galactus. This one, you can dominate the climb if you're seeing a lot of Galactus just with the Debris, but then we also have the Viper to be able to push something across, and if you know they've telegraphed where Galactus is going, Spider-Man can lock up a win as well. So we have so many answers for Galactus, but we just, honestly, Spider-Man, one of the most underrated cards at the moment, dropping him on turn 5 to be able to lock in a location and then have the Valkyrie potentially surprise a win at another location. That is our golden game plan. In the early game, we're looking to set up the Hood. He can either be a target to get the pickup from the Valkyrie, a +5 on his body, or get pushed across by the Viper, and then he's also developing the Demon that we would love to combo on the final turn alongside the Valkyrie, able to stay ahead of her flipping them back. Now we do have the Ghost here. Ghost is in Series 4. If you don't have the Ghost, don't worry. You can rock any one cost of choice. The Iceman slots in just fine, but I do like what the Ghost is doing here, and particularly the synergy with the Valkyrie, making sure that we go last so the opponent doesn't have unrevealed cards that are hiding. The Valkyrie is always going to be able to hit all the cards that they are playing to that location, and then we're able to leverage our guaranteed advantage out of that. So I really like the spot for Ghost here. I also like Ghost alongside Hazmat. I've been tweaking the deck around. Initially Hazmat was in here, but I've skewed away from the Hazmat to be able to bring in more ongoing hate, which I feel is so important right now. And the final pieces, let's see, the Polaris is the last piece of the clutter them up kind of style of play, able to grab onto these rocks if the opponent is not playing 1-drops. And what we would really like to do is completely lock down one location with an early advantage, and then leverage either Spider-Man or Valkyrie to win an alternate location for us. The Wasp, of course, being able to combo alongside the Valkyrie is beautiful, and even just as a piece to drop down and still get buffed by the Blue Marvel, looks like a really good addition to our hand. Jumping into our showcase, we've got the deck list up above. If you guys want to talk any card substitutions, deck optimizations, you guys know the drill. Leave me a comment down below. I read all of those, love chatting everything deck tech down there. I'm enjoying our opening hand here. I think there's a lot of flexibility on what you can do around the Valkyrie. Ooh. Wasp, Ghost. Let's go ahead and develop the Ghost. Yeah. Well, Maybe we just play Viper off to the mystery location and see where it goes. Valkyrie pairs up very well alongside. That's a beautiful Star-Lord. Valkyrie pairs up very well alongside that Thanos ongoing decks, especially marrying into the Soul Stone. It's basically a guaranteed lane win for the Valk. And then also, of course, the Cerebros, the Patriot decks. But this one with the Blue Marvel and the Ant-Man does enough to be able to win alongside the Valkyrie lane that I'm quite confident in holding her to be able to win her lane. And then the rest of the pieces spread us out to be able to have answers up against everything else. I've really enjoyed how it came together. This Star-Lord was able... No, he's just getting the Monster Metro score. That was a very flat Star-Lord. The Polaris would be able to yank things around a little bit. I'm wondering if I want to go double hood, though, because we do have the Valkyrie to follow up. Full hood and then just set up Ghost off on the side. Let's try this. Go Ironheart. Ironheart Star-Lord. A on-reveal synergy kind of list. I wonder where the opponent wants to take this. I don't think Rogue is going to be able to do very much for us. Polaris, do I want your body just on the board here to be able to move pieces around? I wish that you would just stay here, then moving the Star-Lord across. They have snapped. What else do you have? Gonna want to be careful coming into the final turns on how we plan things out. They go Wall. Okay. Do I need Rogue? Or is the Valkyrie going to be sufficient? We're just having a custody battle over one of the Star-Lords? Alright, alright. Ooh. Turn 5, or do I play the Debris and say no more fun for the... It would lock down Monster Metro for a loss for our side. But then we have our Valkyrie to be able to tie. And tie again. We're not getting any distributed buffs right now without the Blue Marvel. We need to be careful here. Certainly need to be careful. What if I go Demon? I want to hold one of you. Yes, I think I want to hold one of you. I want to fill up this lane completely, but then leave the space for Valk Demon to answer on mid and right. And then I'm only playing a Demon on turn 5, and I'm happy with it because that's how potent Valkyrie can be. What's your move? You got the Thor? Yeah. I have the Ghost. This is why... Oh, the Iceman could have absolutely devastated us if it had hit the Demon. Did not hit the Demon. The Ghost is ensuring they play first. Everything, it's open season for the Valkyrie. And then the Demon comes in and it's unaffected by our Valkyrie to give us the go-ahead. Oh, that's the final move. The Odin is going to be huge. This is going to go and go and go. And then if the Odin hops left, we get treated even more reactivations. But it doesn't matter how big your cards want to be. The Valkyrie got to answer. We have the... who is more powerful? Odin or Valkyrie? The lore questions finally answered. 20 power. That's a 20 power Star-Lord? Oh my gosh. 22 power Star-Lord? Oh no. 44 power? 12. Just a 12. Flip. We unwrite it all. Let's go. Oh, that's why I love Valk so much. Eternity range opens up. We'll drop in the Ghosts. Holding out on the Hood. Anytime I play the Hood, I'm anticipating that lane being either the Valk lane or the Viper. Sandbar. Cards without abilities cannot be played here. We do have 2 cards that apply. The Demon and the Wasp. That's all. We'll have to see how well our opponent is adapted to the location right now. This is the hot location. The cadence of the hot locations alongside like making just the deck guys that I kind of have scheduled of what I want to work on. It's a whole ordeal. And here we go. Drop my Demon. I'll go ahead and play it now without the chance of... knowing that I don't really have the chance of getting something else down there. Iceman, Korg, Angela. I'm feeling like this is bounce. I wonder if they're going to use Falcon or Beast to try and pick things up. And then honestly, the Hood won't be too bad for them. There goes a Mysterio. Debrii, though, locks out Eternity range from everything but Falcon being able to pick them up. I like that. I like the look of that a lot. I need some power over here. We could make it through a top deck Valkyrie. Top deck Valkyrie would be amazing. Also, the Polaris would be pretty powerful. Hey, hold on. Ant-Man too? Yeah, Ant-Man, as long as the final turn play is that blue marble. Okay. So do I want to play Spider-Man now? Just as like a restriction on what they can combo? Maybe I do. Trying to feel out what other pieces I want to play alongside. Okay. They had the Beast. They pick up our Hood. So the Viper didn't end up hurting them all that much. Beast? Beast is such a good card, guys. It's actually amazing how good a card it is. Let's play. Ugh. Did not get what I wanted to be able to win on left. Does playing Blue Marble take me there? It adds 6. It would tie. How impressive is a tie? It's not that impressive. I can play the Rock on mid. It will absorb a buff from the Blue Marble. Rogue will do 1 point. There goes their demon. Be able to match ours. Okay. Super Skrull. Okay. So I'm down by 6, up by 8. We know they have a hand of great cards. Not necessarily cards that will allow them to access the sandbar, though. And with the Rock and the Blue Marvel buffs, we'll tie, go ahead, and put an extra 4 on the right. I'm feeling pretty good. Just the Chavez? Just the Chavez. Oh, we take it. Yuck, I gotta decide if I want to do a Tempo Viper or wait. I think I'm actually going to wait because I have the Debris in hand. There's something to kick. They give us a Widow's Bite. I could push that over as well. Sandbar. Sandbar again. Okay, I want the Debris to be able to slide over there. Probably want whatever else I can get. Whatever else I can jam down is powerful. The Polaris could hop in. Yeah, it might be the Polaris. Then we're looking to Viper Rocks later on. Whatever Clutter we can put to the sandbar, the better. I am considering it a fairly locked over location. Org Titania. Bold of them to play the Titania early like this. Clearly a Clutter style deck. Hopefully our Viper can do well for us. The Wasp does get in on her own. Let's play the Polaris. This gives the Titania back, but if they play, then we take her. I would love to keep her. Yeah, I would love to keep her sliding over to the sandbar, which otherwise is relatively inaccessible. Let's try this. We do keep her. Fantastic. Okay, we take the Rock from their side of the sandbar. Take a Rock Slide. Give me that Titania back. Zoop. We fall. Love it. Now it's just going to be the Spider-Man. Yeah. Spider-Man drops. I will play the Rock because we have that Blue Marvel to give the buffs later on. Go ahead, play that on the left. Do we think they have adapted to have something playable to the sandbar? They could have something to distribute some pressure, but I feel like the Clutter decks don't really use those kind of tools, and they don't have tools that would necessarily get into the sandbar. This is looking great. Oh, we take another one. They're just the Clutter style of control can hand you the games many times. Do I want Sentinels? I feel like I don't. Let's just play Ghost. I suppose, I mean, at turn 2, could have played a Sentinel. I could probably work a Sentinel into the game plan. Happy that I didn't do anything around Bar Sinister here. Ooh. Trying to remember, how does it play out when you play Hood and then Viper as a combo? I know if you just play Viper, then you end up with... Oh, what is it? The second one kicks one. They have like 3, and you have 1 left. But if you go Hood and Viper, you get 3. The first one kicks one over, and then the other 2 kick each other. Then you have 3 open spaces, and they have 1 open space, but you have like a whole host of demons in your hand. Let's play that. Whatever that line is, let's take it. Take it by the horns. Super Skrull, we have to be very careful now. We'll take the goose power and the restriction. Okay. I know something is coming. It's up to them to guess what kind of crazy 2-card combo I wanted to put on Bar Sinister here. They flip first. So what would happen if they went for like the goblin play? I have a 2-card combo as well. No. What is this gonna do? Oh man. Okay. I have no idea what to expect, honestly. I'll play my Polaris. Sure. Polaris can go over here. I'll put the Ant-Man down here. Iceman. And then you're going to eat them away? You have to have something to clear these Icemen, right? I guess I'm not going to get to play my Super Skrull. Yep, the Carnage eats them all away. Spawns a new Carnage. And then we got to watch this over and over again because the fast forward feature, I guess, doesn't work. This is like the situation. It's almost every Bar Sinister interaction. I wish there was fast forward. But there never is. Instead, it's always on like MODOK or something where I actually wanted to see what they were discarding. I do run a tracker so I can figure it out, but anyway. Hood. Viper kick. Viper spawns. Viper kicks again. We only have one open space, but so do they. Oh, I am behind. But I've got the 3 demons. 3 demons to go. So what if it's like demon here to gain the advantage and then Debrii here to be able to surprise them that, oh no, you've lost your board space. Demon goes here for a little bit more tempo, and then Blue Marvel to distribute the buffs in case anything is going haywire. Unfortunate that I'm not going to be able to play Demon Blue Marvel together because of how many Icemen they play. My Iceman is still a good 1-cost, though the competition for 1-cost cards, it keeps getting steeper, guys. It keeps getting steeper, especially with, oh, they got the Sunspot in there. Being able to scale pieces up. All right, they tie it up. Now here's the question. Do you think that you're going to be able to rest on your lord? Like, do they think that I'm going to be able to get any extra help there? I'm going to guess, I'm going to bet that this will surprise them, dropping the Blue Marble here. And then I score the Ant-Man. I feel like this puts me in a great spot overall. Ahead everywhere, 7 cards in hand. They did full pass and they played the Moon Girl, so they could have the She-Hulk shenanigans kind of play, which Valkyrie is very good at being able to answer. But then I can't. All I can do is put a demon on left and hope that that's good enough. Maybe it is. If they play She-Hulk, they go up to 15. If I play demon, I take it. This is true. I think I did. I think I've talked myself out of the Blue Marble. Because the demon here means my total is going to be bigger than their She-Hulk drop, which I'm anticipating has to be coming. Yeah. They played Iceman in there, though. I feel like it's still the Moon Girl She-Hulk Zoo style. Yeah, She-Hulk, and then another one. She-Hulk. And the Valk swings in. There it is. Blue Marvel would have won as well. That's what it's looking like. Looks like we had it either way. Beautiful 6-power Ant-Man leading the charge. So here is the control deck in all of its glory. We really didn't get a good showcase for the Super Skrull, but in earlier testing, he was absolutely putting the team on his back. So it depends on what meta pockets you are hitting for which cards are really going to be standout for you. But with this list, you have the tools in the toolbox to be able to answer whatever comes your way. So if you guys pick this one up, I hope it earns you many cubes on your climb up to infinite. Till next time, thank you guys for watching. Keep on snapping.